Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your July reading. I hope that everybody's doing really well, and it's great to see you again. I start every month with some channeled information, and I get to the channeled information first by selecting a deck of cards that I want to use, and then by meditating on your sign. And what I was getting when I tuned into your sign was a need for quiet, a need for rest. And I really took that to mean rest and self-care. And it's not just because your body needs to recover. I actually feel like this is about unpacking or finding the deeper meaning in like why you're doing all of what you're doing in life. I had a relative a couple years ago that passed away, and before they passed away, they said, "Where did all the time go?" And that was something that I never forgot. And I want you guys to think about that. I believe in reincarnation, so we have many chances to come back to this life, but this is the one that's the most relevant, the most important right now, because we've got all of our past lessons that we've learned and we're trying to make the most of it. So let's not sort of get on a elevator and just allow it to go up without any sort of decisions. Stop occasionally, explore, and ask yourself, do I like the direction in which I'm going? And if not, adjust. Don't wait until, I think we're getting out of what people did in the last century, which was to work for one company for 40 years and then retire and then just hang around. Life now is a little bit different, where it is about sort of like improvement and growth and expansion. So take time to rest, one, for your health, but more so that you know, am I in the right direction? Okay? Speaking of, are we in the right direction? Let's get straight into the reading for this month. For those of you that come back each month, I want to say thank you. But if you're brand new, just a quick note about how I organize this. I start off with the channeled information, which we just saw, and then I move to a Celtic cross, which I'm going to pull here in a moment, and then I expand it to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. It really gives you a chance to see all aspects of your life without rushing any part of it. So it's a month of change for you. Change and spiritual growth is what I see so far. Let's pause though and see what the catalyst card has to say. And the catalyst is what sets the month in motion and also what ties all the other cards together. It's a changing card, basically. It's one that this is how everything can come into focus for you. And interestingly enough, we have the arrow which says focus. And I really take this almost as a symbolic Ace of Wands, because in some of the decks that I have, it's shown with an arrow. So I think that if you have that razor sharp focus this month, anything is possible. But you notice this is set against like a starry sky. There's a lot of arrows here too. So two things. One, don't let everybody else's thoughts cloud your own. And two, stay true to your course, no matter what obstacles are put in your path. And if you've lost track of what your purpose is or what your North Star is, this is your chance to figure it out. Like I said, meditate, rest, take time to sort of smell the flowers and think, do I like where I'm at? Now let's look at the cards. Center card, Four of Wands. Great month for creating new partnerships and relationships. You're existing, if you're in a marriage or you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or partnership, this should be in a good place at the beginning of the month. We have the Seven of Wands though, so the only thing that I would say with that is you may be it's either you or your partner may have a tendency to not want to ask for help or to do everything. And the Seven of Wands is a reminder that sometimes you're stronger when you have help. Sometimes you're more effective when you don't try to do everything for everybody. So you need to sort of focus on what is most important to you. And I think that's going to lead you to success. Although, I will say it looks like you're in a month where your energy is supporting being able to handle a lot. So I see sort of juggling happening here, an effective juggling, rather, easy to say. But the question is, should you be spreading yourself so thin? Okay? When I look at your deep past, we see the Six of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, this is meaning that your family, particularly children or old friends, might be needing more from you than you're maybe ready or willing to give at the moment. The other thing is there might be someone from your past who is maybe not someone that you want to come back, but they're going to come back anyway. So the Six of Cups is like an old friend or a very familiar energy. It could be a karmic sort of reoccurrence. And the reversal stating that This isn't someone that you would sort of like pick up your phone and think, oh, I want to get in touch with them. There may even be some old energy or karma that you need to resolve. See this reunion as a blessing. And if none of this applies to you, the Six of Cups in reverse is reminding you to spend a little bit more time with those who you love. Because as we said in the center with the Four of Wands, it's really supporting great partnership this month. The month is supporting great partnerships. And some people are needing or wanting to see you. So anything that you put into that is going to be really beneficial for you. So the beginning of the month probably starts for many of you with significant change. We have the Death card. The Death card has this sort of crow on the top, crow or a raven. And what I see with this is it's a Death card that has come with a beacon or a warning prior to the present. So this shouldn't come as a complete shock. If there's a relationship that's unraveling, it's been doing so for many months. If there's a job that's ending, you've had rumors or a heads up before. And if it's a point in your life where someone is transitioning and moving on, you've also had some warning for this. Death is never easy though. If I were to name the card, it would be transformation. Transformation requires like a major change, a major shift in the way you think and you feel. And let's face it, sometimes it's easier just to sort of have things always remain the same, but that doesn't create opportunity for growth. What we see is your crowning card, which will help you through whatever change or transmutation or transformation is happening, is the High Priestess. This is a card of embracing your emotion, embracing your intuition, embracing your creativity, and trusting yourself, basically. It's upright, which is showing all of the positive elements of the card. It's also very nurturing. To me, this can be sort of like a divine feminine or an earth mother card. So for you, the way to sort of shift through the change is to be loving towards yourself and loving towards those going through the changes in their life, whether someone else may be losing someone or losing their job or making a transition in their life that's putting them in a place of feeling uncomfortable. All you have to do is be there and love them. A lot of times, and I'm just as guilty as the next person, we try to fix everything or try to provide the answers. I think there are people this month in your life that just want support. And so all you have to do is empathize and say, you know, I love you and I'm here for you. And I can listen anytime you need someone to listen. And I don't think we realize how powerful that is. So often it's sort of like we go into the advisor mode and all we have to do sometimes is be present. Children and animals are much better at that. They can just be there for you when you need it. They don't ask questions. They don't need a lot. They'll just sort of give you a hug or cuddle up next to you. And so you can do that in a more mature way, but maybe someone just needs a hug or just needs a verbal, you can't, even if you can't say I understand, I hear everything you're saying and I'm here to help however I can help. That sort of sincerity and lack of judgment can create beautiful healing within relationships. Two of Swords in reverse. I feel like this month you're finally hitting your stride, and if there's been any anxiety in what to do next in your life, again, with the quiet comes the clarity. So give yourself the time for the quiet. We have the Empress in reverse. This is showing a strong woman in your life, possibly a mother, an aunt, a sister, that's probably going to need more energy. She could be the Six of Cups for you. You want to be careful with the Empress in reverse. This is often someone who is in a codependent relationship with you. It can also be a man, because I really don't believe so much in the gender of the card, but I do see the energy, so the divine feminine energy is there. So this is someone who can be very nurturing, but also requires a lot of validation, and to the point that it is almost codependent. So if this is in your life, or if you're exhibiting some of these tendencies, this is just a note to sort of like do a course correction and either not feed into the tendencies or to spend a little less time with this person and allow yourself to become stronger. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Again, really strong ties this month to friends and family needing you. All of the cups and most of the power cards are in reverse. So Ten of Cups in reverse showing that friends and family needing a lot of your energy. Just have good boundaries this month. The more you are clear on what you can do, the more people know how much they can ask of you. The World card in reverse is tying up directly to the Death card. And what I love with the World card, we kind of have two variations of where the energy is going. One is showing an end, things dying. One is showing growth and expansion. This is reverse, which is showing me it's going to take time for some of you to get into this feeling of, wow, this is an opportunity, rather than, wow, I just lost something. So Focus on the World card, which is all about new opportunities, new growth, and see that ending or that change in your life as the catalyst that provides that growth. And the end of the month is going to be so much easier than the beginning for you, or the middle actually, because we have the Death card and the Two of Swords kind of in the middle. But with the Nine of Cups, I feel like you're going to sort of find your happy place towards the very last week of the month. Relationships should feel a little bit easier. You might even have cause to celebrate, because the Nine of Cups is not a card of sort of just sitting idly by. Only one note that I have with this is more for health tendencies this month. Try not to overindulge, and if any of you have a history of diabetes or high cholesterol, you really want to focus on what you're putting in your body so that you're not triggering those sort of like blood chemistry issues that could pop up. Otherwise, have fun, enjoy, and try not to let the little things push you off course, because sometimes Nine of Cups can lead to Nine of Cups reversed, which is feeling like one thing just sets you off. Know that I feel like there's a lot to celebrate and be happy about, and also the changes happening are exciting, even though they might be a little bit disorienting at first. Let's expand your forecast, and we'll begin with your health card, which encompasses mind, body, and spirit. And your mind, body, spirit, aka health card this month, is to get outside. We have this beautiful shine card, which is really connecting to solar energy and doing things that make you feel free. Also, health. This is about not holding back, and it doesn't have to be. So it can be emotional. It can also be sort of like words. Sometimes we're just afraid to express ourselves. This card is saying celebrate who you are. You are beautiful. You are worth being seen. And when you kind of light up, then other people see you as more powerful, more attractive, more able to get things done. It will help you in the place of work too, even though we're looking at health. Pay special attention to heart health this month, since we're focusing on the heart chakra with that card. Let's take a look now at your wealth card. We'll be using Ganesha to see how you could best overcome any sort of adversity or challenges this month. Ganesha reminds us that it's always something that you can control. So what's most important to you this month is feeling like you're part of a team, that you belong. So for wealth, if you're at a job at which you no longer feel some sort of an affinity towards, what Ganesha is saying is you have to feel like this aligns with your purpose. A lot of times we don't have a choice, because we have to have a job for healthcare, for tuition, for taking care of our family, for debts, whatever. But if you're in a job that you have to be in, try to find things that make you feel like you're more a part of it, or find other things in your life that give you a sense of community. So if you're stuck in the job, then I want you to find external, extracurricular activities. And again, for those of you in school, that's also what this is saying, is find a place where you feel like, this is me, this is my tribe, I feel like I've got it. They're gonna give you the support you need, you're gonna have more abundance because you're happy, and you might find connections that open new opportunities for you. So don't be antisocial either, is another note for that. As we looked at health, wealth, let's take a look at your love card. Love includes all types of relationships, from romantic to platonic, but your love card for this month is Cosmic Gateway Horus, which I also kind of see as a death god. So it says your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring. So this card was reversed, and when I see that, what I'm seeing is a lot of the changes for you are going to be maybe, even though you had like a heads up that they're happening, it might be uncomfortable. See this as a gateway. This almost reminds me of that old TV series Stargate. And so you have to sort of take that first step, and you don't know where you're going sometimes. It can be beautiful, it can be scary, but know that this is, I feel like, a place where you've been guided, so don't be afraid. Again, believe in the positive and go for the change in your life. Let's take a look now at your destiny card. I like to remind people that free will is always a part of your destiny. So when you have a reading, when you listen to one of these monthly readings, this is your GPS. Everything else is up to you. I like to say that occasionally. I think it's a good reminder for everybody. This card is going to help empower you to make those right decisions. And so we have the Six of Crystals, which is like a Six of Pentacles card, which I connect to creating boundaries, not giving too much, You'll notice in every Six of Pentacles card, or in this case Six of Crystals, there's always hands that are asking, that are waiting, that are requesting assistance. In the traditional Seven of Pentacles cards, you'll see someone with a coin purse or money in their hands or in the scales, and they decide, some for you, I can't help you right now. That's not saying that they're a bad person or that they don't want to help. It's saying that they decide how to best use their energy and resources. So for you, I feel like there's a big opportunity over the course of this month and the rest of this year to bring better balance. And the crystals in this deck versus pentacles, still related to the earth, is saying that you really need to look inside. Crystal to me is about clarity, it's about understanding, it's about connecting to higher purpose. So don't be afraid to connect to that higher purpose, and know that people will see you as just, because this also reminds me of a justice card. So it's okay to say no, it's okay to have limits. That's how society works. We kind of operate on things that you can do, things that you can't do. So let's connect everything together in a summary here. Your channeled information was to really take care of yourself, rest. I'm encouraging you to meditate if you don't already have a meditation practice. To stay very clear in your purpose and your intention. Stay focused. There's a lot of things that might be bringing you off course, but the closer you can kind of stay to your purpose, the more people will respect you and see you as sort of having a real clear idea of what you want to do. Relationships are strong this month, but there's a lot of need and energy coming from old friends, from loved ones, and possibly from a very maternal energy in your life. Don't be afraid to set up your limits, as we saw here in your Destiny card. Balance your time, balance your work and personal life as well. Change is happening, embrace it, because it's already underway. High Priestess, again, connecting to your higher and more creative self. Don't feel stuck, feel like you can work with the change. This one has a lot of butterflies with it as well, which is tying into the Death card, transformation. There's a beautiful part, that metamorphosis that happens as you go through the chrysalis. Two of Swords in reverse, showing that you're starting to clarify what you want this month, not being so afraid, stepping away from fear. Don't be afraid to help yourself as well as others. That's also what the Empress is saying. And this is a time when you really want to pay close attention to all of your financial details. Don't hand it over to other people. Ten of Cups in reverse, showing that you have a lot of friends and support that are there to help you if you ask for it. You do have to ask. The World, showing a change in location for many of you, a change in a way of thinking, a major shift, but the World is the end, and it shows basically that you're progressing on your path, which is something to be celebrated. Nine of Cups, have fun, don't have too much fun, be very careful when it comes to your diet this month, particularly overindulging. For your health card, don't hold back. If there's something upsetting you, there's something making you happy, if you want to express your love towards someone, don't hold it in. Share it, shine, stand out of the crowd. Also, pay attention to your heart health this month. For wealth, find a place where you belong, whether it's an extracurricular activity or another job that suits you better. But finding a place where there's support and using your friends and family with this Ten of Cups card to possibly find another job if you need to. For your health, wealth, and your love card here, we have the Cosmic Gateway. This is saying that a lot of the shifts happening in relationships or any of your sort of friendships, they may be uncomfortable for you to go through, but they're going to open up brand new opportunities. So maybe you're falling out of love with someone or falling in love with someone. This is going to majorly shape your life. Embrace it. And finally, for your Destiny card, balance, 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 work-life balance, balance of how you spend your time and energy, and also just in how much time you're spending in evolving your own sort of meditation and spiritual practice for this month. So that wraps up our July reading. I hope it gave you the clarity that you needed. It's the wayfinding sort of mechanism to give you what you need for the next month or two. I'm going to be trying something new this month, so keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to do weekly readings just for the month of July as a test, and we'll see how that goes. If you want to stay in touch, know about things like this or other updates, the easiest way is to subscribe to my channel. There's two buttons. There's a subscribe button and there's also a bell. The bell will opt you into email notifications, so feel free to do either, both, or neither, depending on what works for you. I also have a newsletter, which is a way that you can stay in touch outside of YouTube and Google if that suits you. And I'm active on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, So you can, there's a lot of ways we can stay in touch. Pick whatever works for you. If you found that this was really helpful and you want to give back, you're more than welcome to do so. There's a link in the description that will help you figure out how to make a donation. I also offer one-on-one readings if you'd like to talk more about your own life, and you can click on the link at the end of the video or in the description as well to see rates and availability. So finally, most importantly, I always like to end on a note of gratitude. I just want to say thank you so much for being with me for the past 3 years or so. It's been a great growth trajectory for all of us, and I really appreciate the likes, the subscribes, the comments, and all the positive energy you guys give back. It totally makes it worth it. So take care of yourself. I sincerely hope that you have love, abundance, and happiness. Sending all of that to you and more. Take care. Bye-bye.